Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakadash. Done honors to my apostles, the elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful let out here pushing this truth and sincerity throughout of what you do. We love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and Shalom. It's your brother WW3. Hey, I brought the Zah, going to give you edifying lesson through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. Abarat meaning Father's will. All right. This is about World War III and the prophecies of the Holy Bible. All right. Showing you that our Bible, our power, first and foremost, as Son, and then in the Bible and the Spirit and prophecies, they're all real. All right. So we don't care what y'all say, man. The prophecies are coming to fruition, man. The prophecies of the Heavenly Father, man. All right. If you're watching now, you're a so-called Black, Native American, or Latino man or woman. You're a Hebrew Israelite. All right. Wake up. Wake up to who you are. Who the world ignorantly calls God, his name is Yahweh, which means he is. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai, which means he is the deliverer. He is our savior. All right. This is going to World War III, like I said. All right. We're going to play this video. We're going to break it down.
The war of words continued between the United States and Iran over the weekend with
It's bad reception here.
President Trump threatening to end Iran as a country, and President Rouhani claiming that Iran will not be forced into talks as a result of what he called bullying from the U.S. RT's
Talk about the war on words first off. All right. That war on words. It's going back to Matthew chapter 24. We're going to bring that out. This is Matthew chapter 24. And we're going to start at verse 6. All right. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. You know what? I'll start up. It's verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto him, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. All right, when you look out there in the world, man, like the other day, I had Jehovah's Witnesses come to my door, all right, and their pamphlet had, of course, King Josiah, and he was a so-called white man, he was an Edomite, all right, and they're trying to deceive our people, and they have deceived our people to try to make us believe that who the world ignorantly calls God and Yahweh and Jesus Christ, they're white, they're so-called white men, they're Edomites. All the angels, all the prophets, Mary, all so-called white people. So that's deceiving people. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So I'm gonna stop right there. We're gonna continue the video.
Rachel Blevins is joining us now with the details. So Rachel, what are Trump's latest comments about this conflict?
Well, so far, President Trump has not been nearly as quick to call for aggression against Iran as his top officials, but this weekend he did issue a new threat. He took to Twitter and said, if Iran wants to fight, then that will be the official end of Iran. Never threaten the United States again.
Now that's talking cash shit right there. Let's read it again. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, we still have the mark of the beast microchip to come out. All right, which is all gonna happen fast, man. This is the year of Karagma. Okay. All right, and the World War III is basically already happening, man. They just haven't officially named it yet. So you tell me if the Bible is real. All right. We already know that the Bible is real. All right. You know not what you worship or what you worship not, but we know what we worship. All right. Salvation is of the Jews. All right. You so-called blacks, Native American, and Latinos. All right. And those of you who look like the other nations who don't look like the ones that I just named. All right. But in your spirit, you can clearly tell that you resonate more with those people than the other people. All right, that means you're a Hebrew Israelite. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So there's going to be race riots, all right, wars, battles going on in different parts of the world. famines and pestilences, man. You heard about Elder Malcolm put up the video about how the corn fields are basically desolate, man. They're not producing enough corn. All right, all the corn is going bad and whatnot. All right, and you got pestilences, the measles, Ebola, the deer flu, and these different pestilences that are going on out here right now. Bubonic plague, all right, and earthquakes. You just had an earthquake the other day. It was like 7 point something, man. All right, and earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, in different parts of the world, man. That caused these different tsunamis and whatnot, man. World War III is on its way, man. Hey, man, Yahweh Shai is coming back, and he's coming back for vengeance. He's going to destroy, man. You so-called white people, and you deserve it, man, for what you did to our people, man. All right, what you did to us was not fair, man, and what you continue to do to us. You know what? It doesn't matter. Yahweh Shai is coming back to destroy and put you in slavery, man. Thus saith the Bible. All right, Revelation 19, chapter 13. Salakia, let's get it. Revelation chapter 9, verse 13. No, fuck, what am I talking about? Salakia, there it goes. It's not. It says, Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. You see, I got it backwards. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right, now who put us in slavery? The so-called white man. It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. All right, he killed the so-called Native Americans. All right, he killed the so-called blacks. He killed the so-called Latinos. He killed all the so-called Japanese. He killed the so-called Libyans and the Syrians, so-called Africans. The so-called white man does these things. How? And then in the video it said they're talking about not being they won't be like attacked or something, right? Let me see.
Trump then appeared.
Yeah, never threaten the United States again. Niggas not threatening you. You know what's happening? You're threatening other people and they're defending themselves. And then the so-called white man deems, because the so-called white man's a bully. So he believes that if you stand up to his bullying, then you're a terrorist. That makes no sense. I was watching the elders, a couple weeks ago, and one of the elders said, if you got a boot in my neck, and I put and you're stomping me with the boot in my neck, and I point out the boot that you have in my neck, how does that make me a racist or a terrorist? Because I'm pointing out the shit that you do. But that's a so-called white man for you, man. Let's continue.
On Fox News, where he was asked about current tensions in the Middle East, and he claimed that Iran is to blame for all of the war and problems in the region. Take a listen to what he had to say.
One of the first meetings I had was at the Pentagon with generals, and they were showing me the Middle East. And they had 14 or 15 sites where there was nothing but war, problems. Every single one of those sites was instigated by Iran. It was Iran military. It was people paid by Iran. It was just, you have no idea. It was just.
And you can tell that when anybody talks the way he's talking right now, you know he's lying. All right. It's not even just a so-called white man. If you study people and spirits and personalities and conversations and you study these people, you can tell when someone's lying. A movie I can remember really well was it's called I watched it with Elder Ibad. It's a spiritual movie called the Count of Monte Cristo, or Cristos, the Count of Monte Cristos. And when I was watching the movie, there's one particular scene where one of the judges, he was speaking to the one of the men, and I don't want to give too much away. If you didn't see it, I highly recommend you watch that movie. It's very spiritual. And he was, the judge was looking at the young man, and the young man was being basically interrogated about something that he did wrong, but he had no clue that he did. And the judge was looking at him, and the way he looked at him was if he was trying to read whether or not the kid was telling the truth. And he could clearly tell that the kid was not lying by the way he looked at him. He looked at him for a split second. He didn't even look at him too long. And he could instantly tell, all right, this man's telling the truth. All right, that's the kind of characteristics you got to have when you're speaking with people, especially these damn demons, these so-called white people, man, because they're goddamn liars. And look at him. He's not white. He's damn near as red as the background is, or that pinkish reddish color. The word Edom, which they are the Esau. They are Edomites. Goes back to the Hebrew word Adawam, which means red. So is the Bible the truth or not? You tell me, because we already know. All right. So he's lying. He's blab. He talks like a nigga that lies, man. We'll get that scripture too. This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 3, and it says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb." Now, who's the wicked? Let's get that real quick. Let's see who the wicked are. Because niggas would be like, "Oh, wicked is anybody who's anybody who does bad, who sins." No, that's not. No, the wicked is the so-called white man. Job chapter 9, verse 24 says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked." All right, who runs the world right now? The so-called white man. He has the earth is in his hands. They have it's like 1% of the world owning over 80-something% of the world currency, the world's of riches, gold, silvers, diamonds, different jewels and whatnot. They have it all. Right? They own all the major record labels and movie producing studios and whatnot. They're the ones who pushed out the garbage ass hip hop, telling our own people to tell our own people to commit adultery. All right, shake the ass all over the place, not giving a fuck what you wearing or who's in front of you. All right, cheat on your spouse, your man, cheat on your man. All right, for a woman cheat on her man. All right, because there's no such thing as a man cheating on his woman. All right, it's not a thing. All right, men are allowed to have as many women as they want. That's not a thing. All right, teaching our young boys to grow up to become big time drug dealers. All right, to worship money, to worship cars, to worship materialistic things. To teach, to influence our people to go and shoot each other, and take drugs, Molly's, Percocets, and pills. You wicked 2/3 niggas is gonna be put to death as well, man. Cause y'all niggas is wicked. All right. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who else put Yahweh Shai up as a so-called white man? All the prophets, all the angels, all so-called white people. Mary, so-called white person. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If not, where the hell and who is the devil? Tell us. It says the wicked are estranged. Psalm 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. They're speaking lies, man. That's all they do. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Now let me get back to that video real quick, because it's about to be some.
I said, this is terrible. They were so strong.
Now, while Trump accused Iran of creating problems, he did not address how U.S. involvement has influenced tensions in the Middle East.
Exactly.
Now, Rachel, how has Iran responded?
Now, we've been bringing out for decades my apostles and elders and the other Akim out there who've been laboring this truth for so long, man. Putting this information out there for decades, telling you the so-called white man is a goddamn devil, man, and that it's the United States that go around in Israel, which that's our land. We're the real Israelites, all right? And you're in Europe and all the so-called white people countries, man. They go around and they're the ones influencing war, man. Look at John Bolton, known as the War Hawk, who breaks people out of trees just to go have war with people, these different countries, and steal their resources. And that's what she just said. She just said, yeah, well, he don't want to talk about the influence, that the negative influence that United States has had across the world. Of course they don't. These so-called white people swear America is the best country in the world, man. That you don't do any wrong, and you're the harbingers of death, man.
To the latest comments from the president.
Well, Iran's foreign minister also took to Twitter, and he claimed that Trump is being influenced by the B team, which he refers to as Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. He said that Trump hopes to achieve what Alexander, Genghis, and other aggressors failed to do. He argued that, quote, economic terrorism and genocidal taunts will not end Iran, and that the U.S. should try showing respect instead. Now, Iran's president also addressed the possibility of holding negotiations with the U.S.
They have no respect. They have no respect. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Who for one morsel of meat? Yeah, because that's why we got the blessings. He got the blessing of the sword, which is killing people, and we got the blessing of the all the promises of the kingdom of heaven. All right, and being the best people in the world. All right, lest there be any fornicator, because he's a big time idolater. He's a big time homosexual. He's a big time into transgenderism and pseudoscience. That's fornication. All right, or profane person, which means outside the temple, meaning he's not upright. All right. He is a natural born sinner, natural born killer. He can do no good, and when he does do good, it's literally evil behind the curtains, man. You just don't see it.
Here's what he had to say.
We must not give up against an enemy. We welcome negotiations, but we do not negotiate with the party which says that they will bring us to come and to negotiate, like a bully who takes a knife out of his pocket and forces to have negotiations. We do not do such negotiations with anybody, not only the U.S., but also if all powers in the world get together, we will not give up.
So he says that
World War III. All right, and with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rachel Kadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught us his truth, rule well, showed us of the things that are to happen, warned us of the things to come, the things we see happening now. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here pushing his truth and sincerity. To what you do, we love you, we appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and Shalom.